This week on Bad Clown's Film Pitch.
Oh, do you know what cinema needs? More sequels. We just can't get enough. And you know what we need? More sequels. Wait, that was a sequel!
All right, boys. Lights, camera, action.
Oh, guys.
Oh, hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Oh, you did that after I did it. Almost like a sequel to what I just said.
Very good. Very, very, very good.
Why is that good?
Yeah.
That was so smart.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Well done.
What are you talking about? Can you explain it to me?
I love sequels.
Yeah.
You do?
I think it's a poor film that's a solo film. I think.
You don't
I
you
think...
don't like a one and done.
One and done. Don't give me this world, this character, and then leave it at one.
No, I agree.
Keep
I
going.
think every sequel
I
to
think you'd
every
like
film...
a TV series.
Have you ever heard of television?
Yeah.
I think sequels...
I've never seen, you know when you get those films where it's like 20-minute films and there's like 20 of them?
And then
Yeah,
they
you'll
have
think
adverts in between.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
20-minute an episode, and there's 20 episodes. Unlikely.
In this day and age, sure. I'm thinking in the era of Friends.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Scrubs.
thinking sitcom.
Yeah.
Ah.
Because if a
What?
sitcom was a movie and then just ended,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be as good.
Imagine a sitcom as a movie.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't work.
That's a separate time.
That's a
Because
separate
that's something to
That's
talk
another
about.
episode. Yeah, that's another
Yeah.
episode.
No, today we're talking about bad ideas for sequels.
Yeah.
right? So,
We've done this before, so it
Yeah.
truly is.
yeah, a
bad idea
for
for
a
a
sequel. That's very niche.
Yeah.
Meta.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is like the best film that exists that is a one? And you're like, you cannot.
Well, one of my favourites is getting a sequel, and I'm not sure about it.
Is it Gladiator?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I know, John,
Because
like the back
it's-
of my arm.
It's
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
doing that sort of. It's what 20 years after it came out. Obviously, the main character dies in the first one. Spoiler.
Oh, spoilers.
Spoilers. Sorry,
Spoilers.
Brian, if you
And
haven't
then-
seen Gladiator.
They've
Sorry.
they've
Had
sort
you
of
actually seen Gladiator?
yeah.
There we go.
They're sort of from
What
what
a film.
What I've read, the lead character is the little boy in Gladiator, Lucius.
Wait.
His
Son?
Maybe his son.
What do
It's
you
very like.
mean?
Ooh. Oh yeah, she does. She does
I
at the
don't
end. doesn't she?
remember
She's
them.
like, yeah, he's yours. I fucked you. And yeah, but they've.
Yeah, that bit.
So Paul Mescal is playing that character, even though the kid who played that character is still an actor.
Oh, Paul Mescal.
So have you seen Unbreakable and Glass?
Yeah,
It's Bruce Willis's son, and that is that boy grown up.
that's tough.
So he's still a working actor, and you're like, oh, I didn't get asked back to Gladiator 2.
But it's nice to have our mates in films. Paul Mescal.
Yeah.
He's not
He's your friend?
replied to. Yeah, we covered this on a previous episode. Big fan. Love his work. I've put out the feelers for friendship, and he's not quite.
Because he was supposed to come today.
Yeah.
So
It's like James Corden. Do you remember we were going to have him on, and he didn't.
He didn't come.
Turn up.
Yeah.
didn't even
Didn't
answer
even
the.
Answer the
let
tweet.
me know.
So I guess
No.
you know the rumor's true.
I think
He's a
he's. Whoa! The bad clowns do not. No, oh, we absolutely do. I think it
Yeah.
probably is. No, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. Wasn't who was attached to be in that? Because someone
There's
else.
loads of people. I think Pedro Pascal is in it.
Didn't someone drop out though?
Joseph
Someone big.
Quinn.
I swear someone really big was meant to be in it, and they
Russell
dropped.
Crowe.
Timothy Chalamet. Am I making that up?
Maybe. I don't know.
I thought he dropped out or
Yeah.
something. There was something big.
Dunno.
But that's a hard one to make a sequel
Oh,
to
yeah,
because
yeah,
they're
yeah.
just basically going to do the same thing, I think.
And it's
right?
it's kind of unnecessary. It's such a wrapped up
Yeah.
story.
He's
Yeah.
dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
So
Spoilers.
they're just going to constantly sort of. Maybe it's like. Have you seen the Independence Day sequel?
That is definitely bigger than the last one.
No.
Where
I've seen a bit of it.
Where Will Smith decided not to come back to it, and they at the start they're like,
By the way.
"Your dad died in a training exercise."
Yeah.
So they just keep mentioning he's dead.
You know your dad from the first one.
Will Smith.
Will
Dead.
Smith.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough money for him, so he died in a training accident.
They missed a big opportunity to call it Independence Days.
Independence Week.
Independence.
Or Codependence
Yeah,
Day.
yeah, exactly. But they're not that smart. It was just called Independence
That's
Day.
another
2,
like
wasn't
it's a bad idea when it's 20 years after the original. I think
it?
most
So,
of the time.
so that's what we want to do
Yeah.
is find something like that and try and make a good sequel or a bad
A
one.
bad one, a cash grab,
Yeah.
Okay.
a hopping on the franchise and a ruining the whole thing.
Speaking of hopping, what about Hop?
What are you doing?
Jelly beans? So you talk and you poop candy.
I've not seen
That
Hop.
was the
seen
one
Hop.
and done,
Was
wasn't
the
it?
controversial star?
Oh yeah, Russell Brand as a rabbit.
Can't see.
No,
Can't see that getting made
I
nowadays.
personally
Yeah.
wouldn't watch that film.
So that I'm going to leave that with you.
You guys suggested
Just
that.
a different film.
I just heard the word hop. I was like, oh yeah, that was a film. James Marsden was in that. Our
He was,
favourite.
yeah.
So maybe we bring it back, but without hop. And it's just about. it's just about.
It's called Hop.
Is it like
Hop. He's hot. He's gone. He died.
No.
Secret Life of Pets 2, where Louis C.K. got recast?
Yeah. Well, no, not recast. I think
We wouldn't
just,
recast. I think New Animal.
No.
No.
I think just James Marsden.
So the first one
going
was the
about his
rabbit, the
everyday
next one's the
life.
hare.
Oh, so
We see the-
Hop's gone. Hop's
Yeah.
dead.
Well,
No,
or-
Hop's dead.
or
And
arrested.
it's a really
Forest.
yeah. He's gone away.
Yeah.
And maybe we don't. It's gone. We don't specify. And it's James. So we talked before about how James Marsden is in a variety of films where he plays alongside a CGI character, and he's like, "Oh no, you're making a mess on my big date," or "I've got a job interview and you're ruining. You've made a mess in the kitchen."
Yeah.
He keeps thinking, like. You know how in these films the character always comes in as like, "There better not be a Alvin,"
Yeah,
that sort of thing. So he keeps going, "There better not be a."
Sonic?
But there is.
And then he just
there's no Hop.
just makes himself a drink.
Well,
and
I
he's
think-
like really nervous at the interview. He's like, "I can explain." So
Yeah.
here are the projections.
So it's more about loss than anything. It's going.
And in many
over-
ways, that's the perfect Easter tale
yeah, it's about
because he comes back,
handling.
Jesus.
I think
No, he does not come back, and he's not Jesus. That
of,
rabbit's dead.
like animated live action crossover. What if they did it set
Oh,
sort of now Who Framed Roger Rabbit
yes,
2?
This is the tale of an up-and-coming movie star named Roger Rabbit and a down-and-out private detective named Eddie Valiant. Ooga booga!
But it's all about the animation studios dying basically because nobody does hand drawn anymore. All these
Yeah.
characters are basically dying out because nobody's
You
drawing.
could do something so good. You could have Roger Rabbit, but actually drawn, and then everyone else is clearly,
Play-Doh or
well,
CG.
the way they do it is they do 3D animation, but make it look 2D because it's a lot quicker, right?
And they prey on that nostalgia that maybe possibly isn't there anymore.
Yeah,
So they're like, God, no one really believes in the Toons anymore.
and they're like,
Toontown's disappearing. And everyone's like, oh, no.
okay, when am I
I don't
getting?
give a
When am I
shit.
getting the live action version though?
Yeah.
Give me 3D Mickey
Oh,
Mouse.
because he could meet up with live action Roger Rabbit.
Is there a live action?
No,
No,
that's the
but
idea.
that would happen.
He's
Yeah.
like, I've been weekend, you know?
Yeah, because CG
He doesn't have a
Mickey,
lisp.
CG Mickey has already moved in. Like we'll see,
He
we'll
moved into the house and kicked him out.
We'll see 2D Mickey later on, like on the street.
They're all homeless.
But this
And
is
he's like,
really,
he's a crackhead.
but it's really viscerally real. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a real mouse. And he's like, hi. And Mickey's like, oh no, I'm losing the House of Mouse. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then later on,
possessed.
I think later on, because it's like adult. It's like an adult.
It is.
It's the
It's-
adult
there's-
jokes because
yeah.
it's the bit where like
So it's like,
Jessica Rabbit's doing patty cake.
That awoke me. Wasn't there a frame in that film they had to?
Oh, the when she
Yeah.
flies out the car.
Yes. Do you know about this?
we all know about this.
We've
I
all
know.
paused the film.
I just got the screenshot off Google. I didn't. I want to clear that up. I feel
So-
like I make myself sound like a pervert. I'm really not. I'm really not.
If all the things you say make you sound like a pervert, then you're just a pervert. We're supposed to make a bad sequel, but actually, I think we've accidentally
It's quite
created
cool-
something
it's quite a cool
amazing,
idea.
Where like
That's a really
CG
good-
Although you would
characters
be
and like live action are pushing tunes
Still be
out
upset
of
if
tunes.
they announced it though. If they were like, we're doing Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2.
I think I think someone's done this already. The chipmunks.
The
No, not Alvin. The two
Oh no,
rescue rangers.
no, that's not the same.
Just want to remind you guys I'll be at FanCon this afternoon.
Hey, watch out!
I'm keeping myself fit and, my updated modern look.
Don't you think you'd have more fans here if Chip did these events with you?
I hadn't thought about him in a while. I should give him a call. See how life's treating him.
Life is the worst.
and it's not very good.
I don't remember it really. I remember I had Ugly Sonic in, and I was like, "That's great."
And then Peter Pan is a
the villain.
old villain.
Yeah, well,
that was kind of a funny idea. It just wasn't a very good film.
I think they didn't commit to either.
Yeah.
They didn't go, here's the film for the adults who loved this stuff growing up, which is the mistake, because then
But one
you
of
have
them
kids
did-
watching going, why is Peter Pan fat and old?
Yeah.
It just didn't.
So, yeah, I don't think that's the same.
Maybe
idea.
not.
And I think we've made a good idea. So here's a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's another murder. Bob Hoskins CGI.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah, we
They
CGI
target him from
They
Rogue
target
One.
him for the whole film.
Yeah.
There's not enough money for it.
Yeah.
Roger's in it for like a minute.
Yeah.
The rest is in.
He's a cameo. He doesn't want to be there. So, well, I guess. Oh, I'm not sure what that was.
Well, I guess. Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, they get the guy that does the chicken.
Foghorn Leghorn.
It's a great name.
It is a great
Why is
name.
he called Foghorn Leghorn?
I have no
Is it
idea.
because it's hard to say? And you
I'm
might say
worried,
fuck.
given like the character that he is, like the Southern gentleman. I'm worried for whatever the context will be.
Why?
I think
It's
it's
better
not,
to
it's not
avoid
bad odds that it's something.
Go and Google that yourselves and let us know. Is it a problem?
Right in.
Right, give us a note. All right, so we've got a sequel, an amazing sequel, guys. Accidentally, give us a call, Paramount, whoever owns that, Disney.
Disney, yeah.
It's Disney.
Warner Bros.
Jesus,
There was never
been passed around.
there was never a sequel to E.T.
There was actually.
Were they what in the works or?
No, there was one.
I mean, there's the ride.
That was made.
No, there was one.
What E.T. 2?
Like with the same actors and the same. It was an advert, I think, for Sky.
Oh,
And
right.
it had the same
That's
actor.
canon.
Henry Thomas is having a bit of a career resurgence.
That's
He
canon. So
certainly is.
should we make ET3?
Yeah, so people are like, what happened to 2? And they're like,
And everyone's like, did you not see the
you
ad?
clearly didn't watch TV. It was on every 5 minutes. Yeah, he is having a resurgence. Obviously, the guy that played the kid is in all of Mike Flanagan's
Yeah,
stuff, basically.
basically, yeah.
He's fantastic, I think.
Um,
Who would play E.T.?
I think a classic sequel with that sort of type is that he's grown up. He thinks it was just a childhood memory, and the same thing happens to his son.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe.
Yeah, and he's
But
having
can
a
it,
divorce.
can it be
Yeah.
the same
Because
E.T.?
it's Spielberg.
Can it be the same E.T., but he was a kid? E.T. was a kid when he arrived, not old.
Right.
And then he comes back and he's all grown up. And he can speak English and he's hench.
Hey!
Where's your dad?
I just worry.
Doesn't he get drunk in the films?
Something like that.
Maybe he's like, I need some more of that sweet beer.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just worried.
I'm
if,
back for more brewskis.
if he can talk and he's clearly an adult, I'm worried about all the stuff where he like hides in the kids' room.
No, that's what's good about it. So you're watching, you're like, there's an added layer of threat here. Because if you discover,
So actually-
it's like, is he just an ugly man or is he E.T.? You get the added layer of threat now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
'Cause it's
so the
both.
audience to go, yeah, exactly. The audience are going, hold on a second. It's awfully humanoid for an extraterrestrial.
And he's always like, "Hey, I'm ET over here."
There is that.
There's a slight bit where like
You're
the
like, it could
prosthetic,
be.
the
Yeah.
prosthetic peels off and there's hair, and you don't know if that's a
know-
movie
I know there's the-
mistake
there's
or if
sort of-
it's incredible detail.
There's
Exactly.
the government agents in it who like, but I feel like nowadays they'd be more trigger happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they'd have shot the kid and the alien.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have hesitated for a second. There's no way that bike would have
This
taken
is the
off.
bit in the special edition where they CGI'd the guns out.
Oh,
Did they?
really?
Yeah, so they did like a Star Wars, where they edit, like George Lucas
Yeah.
edit. Spielberg did it, and it's because they're in the woods at one scene and they're holding guns, but he turned it into flashlights. So everyone's holding a flashlight like this.
That's
Their finger
insane.
extended.
Wow.
Because he was like, there's too much guns in the film, and it's a kids' film.
Oh,
And he cut Harrison Ford out as well.
Harrison Ford.
What? Harrison Ford?
He's the school principal. He was in one scene, and then because they'd had Star Wars and Indiana Jones out recently, they were like, we've got Harrison Ford in too much things.
I wouldn't lie to you, son. See, you're in a way your own best friend, or your own worst enemy.
No,
They cut him.
idiots.
That's so dumb.
I never thought I'd say this, but Steven Spielberg's a fucking moron. I'm just trying to get him to respond.
Yeah.
So we
Nice.
can get some
Negging.
We're going to get ET3.
ET3. We're going to make a threequel to your film.
3T.
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 Yeah.
E3.
So any other-
3-3.
What other classic movies from the 80s have never had?
Back to the Future. Oh, that's bad too.
But it's kind of one movie.
Yeah.
You watch it in one sitting.
Well, actually, I think we could talk about Back to the Future, like
to the Back
sequel-
to-
like
to the back.
like the Crystal Skull to the Indiana Jones, like
yeah,
the fourth sequel.
Did we get the cast back? Christopher Lloyd. I didn't realize that he actually wasn't that old in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
What?
'Cause he's
they gave him
old
crazy
now.
white hair and
Yeah, he's old now. He's like one of those people who was born old, like Anne Robinson,
It's just
or
all
like
people who look-
Professor McGonagall. They were just born old.
they always like Morgan Freeman has always
Yes.
looked a certain age.
Well,
And now he's like really fucking old.
the
He's
trick
going a
is
bit crazy.
like
Michael Caine's
you
another one.
like Patrick
Yeah,
Stewart.
Michael
You
Caine looked young,
you be bald from a young age, and then it looks like you've never aged.
Yeah.
Steve Martin with his silver hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why Anne Robinson came to mind. I'm trying to figure that out.
That awoke something in me.
I think it's something about ginger women when they it's like Judge Judy,
Right.
right? Same thing. She's always been old.
I didn't know if you were going down a Jessica Rabbit thing or not.
Well, I mean, because Jessica Rabbit doesn't. She's also a cartoon. But you know what I mean. Like you see Anne Robinson on The Weakest Link, and you're like scary old lady, and then you see Judge Judy, and you're like scary old lady. Or am I just wrong? And everyone else saw them as like middle aged.
I think they gracefully aged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also when you watched Weakest Link, you were 7.
Yeah.
So anyone over the age of 10 was an old person.
Yeah. No, that's probably part of it. Yeah.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Or Back to the Future, or Back to the Past.
I think
Future?
it's back.
Let's go past the future.
Back forward.
Yeah.
To the
What
past?
would be the wanky title?
Fourth to the past.
Yeah.
Fourth
Fourth
No.
to the past. Go forth to the past.
Would you
right.
original cast or would
He's right.
Or it would be Back to the Future. Fourth
to the past.
Oh dear.
Back to the Future. Fourth to the past.
So what's the plot? More
Biff?
Yes. Yeah, it's Biff.
Oh, he's got his hands on.
I think we just do a Christmas Carol. Biff's gonna fucking kill himself. No, that's not. Sorry, that's not Christmas Carol. Wait, what film is that? Wonderful Life. Wonderful Life.
It's a Ted's house and Biff's house.
It's a Christmas Carol. He's gonna fucking kill himself.
So Biff is going to kill himself, and then he uses. Doc appears in a time machine to show him what life would be if he didn't exist. And it's awesome.
Still awful.
So good.
Okay.
It's so good if he's not around.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at the end, he's like, "Nah, I don't want them to be happy."
And but that's the thing. Doc knows that Biff wants to make people unhappy. So actually showing him that means it's like, I guess I did cause a lot of pain to some people.
See you around, Butthead.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And then the credits roll, and you're like, "There was no, like, I didn't feel
You're like,
any."
that film was 45 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, and it almost feels like, and at the end we're like Sky TV, and everyone's like, "What?" So it's just a long advert.
Nice.
You can get away with a lot if you shove a lot of product placement in.
In Back to the Future, why does Marty's dad look like a different person, but Marty's great granddad looks identical to Marty? The cowboy.
Oh,
one.
do you mean because it's two different actors?
No, what I mean
Wait,
is
sorry.
What I mean is the cowboy when Marty goes to Cowboy Times.
Yeah, it's
him.
It's Michael J. Fox.
It's Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Why does his ancestor look identical to him?
Because they're having some fun. Yeah.
Maybe it's
No, I'll give you the answer.
Yeah.
They're fucking their ancestors.
Yeah.
That's the only
Oh,
explanation.
right. You go back.
What if?
Oh, like Terminator, Kyle Reese.
Yeah, exactly right.
Going back and fucking Sarah Connor to give birth to John Connor.
It's a loop.
It's
Imagine
weird.
I'm going back in time to have sex with that specific woman. Like, if you boil it down to that, it doesn't sound good.
But also, because in Terminator, because she's left the tapes, hasn't she, for John?
Awesome.
And it's sort of like, does he know Kyle Reese is his dad? So when he meets him in the future, he's like, Dad, who's 20 years younger
Or does he
than
have to
me.
be like Sergeant Reese?
Yeah.
You have to go.
You have to go back, have a couple of drinks, get to know Mum.
You're going to have to remind me. Does he actually is it like, I have to go back and have that child.
No, he has to go back and protect her from the Terminator.
But then they just, by happenstance, sleep together.
One thing leads to another.
And that saves the world.
And that...
Yeah, but then
So in
I swear more
Terminator-
things go wrong. So he
Terminator,
has
he's-
got to go back and be like, I'm really sorry. You have to believe me. We have to sleep together.
They could
No,
they
no,
should
that
do
doesn't
a
happen.
Terminator sequel where it's basically
good.
The first Terminator where it's all about Kyle Reese going back and having sex with Sarah Connor to make John Connor. But John Connor goes with them, but he's in the background like Marty McFly in Back to the Future 2. And he's got a photo of himself and he's disappearing and he's like, oh my God, they need to fuck.
He's setting up romantic situations in the
he's-
middle of the
and-
chaos.
So they get to that motel and he's put rose petals on the bed.
And that's not a sequel. That's like...
He's hiding in the vent.
That's like one of those films that's like, this is what happened at the same time.
Yeah.
So actually, some of the times we thought they were being chased by the Terminator,
It's John Reese.
It was John Connor,
Yeah,
wearing
take his
the
dad's name.
leather jacket to make them run
been a long time.
to make them run into the hotel or some shit.
Yeah.
And he could kill the Terminator at several points, but he's like, I need
Or is he
that sort of
working with
danger
him?
to get the sexual chemistry out of them.
Maybe he was never a bad guy. Maybe they were working as a team. And he's like, he walks in, he's like, I'm going to drive into this police station. And they're like, that's great. So he warns the police and he's like, look, this is all a bit of acting.
This is just to
he
get
comes
mum to
back
have
with some
sex.
incredible prosthetics from the future, right? It's all, and then you're like, it's like Wicked. You know, you watch Wicked, you're like, she was never bad. It's the same. That's a good idea.
And so it's that.
terrible idea.
It's a great
it's
idea.
that plus Back to the Future, right? It's one film.
Yeah, Biff's
It's a
in
sequel
it.
to both.
Yeah.
Biff's in the background too.
Doc's in a DeLorean with John Connor. Which John Connor? We don't know.
Wait, so life without Biff becomes Skynet taking over the planet, right?
Life without Biff, technology gets so good.
So advanced, it takes over the planet. He's like, we can't have that because, like, I don't know, one of them runs off with his wife, and he's like, I've got to win her back. So it's kind of like a rom-com,
and
like Groundhog Day.
and Biff goes back to the present, and what do we see after the credits clip? BiffNet or Sky Biff,
and he's like, he's got the red eye.
Yeah. And he goes, "I'll be Biff."
I'll be Biff, butthead. Credits roll. But that's the end to both of them. That's the end to Back to the Future, Go Forth to the Past, and Terminator
7.
Sex. Gotta have sex.
What are we on Terminator?
Yeah, I don't know.
What would it be called? Because it's got to have it's like Judgment Day, but like he's trying to romance Sarah Connor. So what would it be called? Terminator romancing Sarah Connor.
You know, film.
Great.
No.
It's not great.
Okay,
They never.
that's Cash
It,
Money. in the
it might
Bank.
be in one of the Terminator films, but they never explain why they're making robots at any point.
Well, I mean,
'Cause
are we
I-
explaining it? You should see the fun I have with AR.
But I know, like, the whole point. It's
Not- There's a lot of
Skynet, it's
Jessica
like,
Rabbit
it's
fan art.
it's this defense system that goes wrong. But when do they suddenly go like, right, big metal skeletons? Like, what?
Yeah, it's
No, that
true.
comes in the.
It's true.
That comes. Like the. I thought
yeah,
the
they-
AI
they
made.
do.
The, made
Oh,
the
do they do?
skeletons. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought, like, when did they get right?
No, not true. Because there's that
true.
clip where
'Cause they're all flying machines.
No, because there's an after credits clip where they're looking for a model for the Terminator. Do you know?
Oh, do you mean the deleted scene?
Is it deleted?
It's a deleted scene where it's
you not
Arnold
seen this?
Schwarzenegger as a human.
Yeah.
and he's the model for the Terminator. But he's talking like this.
Really?
And then they're like, I
Yeah.
like it, but I don't know about the voice. And
And then-
someone's like,
and then
I've got an
it's-
idea.
And just a little white man's like,
No.
yeah.
Wait, what film was that deleted?
Terminator 3.
Is it 3? Yeah.
Yeah.
What? So there was
brilliant.
Wait, so they were like, this guy's hot. He looks
It's,
amazing.
Lieutenant,
so
it's, like,
it's like-
Sergeant Candy or something.
Yeah,
as well.
it is. Sergeant Candy, and there's a bit, and it's like, well, hello there, and it's like moving around, and
It's
then
a bad film.
You're joking.
No, we'll find this.
Oh,
afterwards.
I'm gonna put this in.
Yeah.
If
Put
that's
it in.
Yeah.
now.
Hi, I'm Chief Master Sergeant William Candy. I was honored to be selected by CRS in the ongoing effort to save American lives.
I don't know about that accent.
We can fix it.
Wow, that was something.
That was funny.
And the way he, yeah,
Yeah, I saw it.
All right.
Well, there you go. I'm learning so much. I liked Terminator 3.
Yeah. It's
Controversial.
got a lot of sequels, a lot of bad ones.
I haven't seen any of the other ones.
Talking of kind of bad sequels within franchises, should we be cashing in on the next trilogy of Star Wars?
Yeah, we could do, yeah.
What do you think? There's more in the Skywalker saga?
So I'm thinking, the Republic is gone. The Empire's back.
What is the end of What was the last one?
9.
Rise of Skywalker. What?
Somehow the Emperor returns.
Yeah, the Emperor returns.
What's the state of things at the end of that? It's like
It's all good, man. It's all gravy.
Yeah.
Is this one 20 years after this one? So
Yeah.
like-
Spoilers. Spoilers.
so they can do TV shows in between.
So
It's-
Kylo Ren,
is alive.
well, no, somehow
Clone,
Adam
yeah.
Driver.
Clone Vat.
Yeah, returned. Yeah.
The Jedi, they're gone. It's only Rey
Why?
left. Yeah.
But why?
Yeah, exactly. So
okay.
then
Doesn't matter.
I think
it's essentially like trying to start a cult. It's not going to go well for her.
No, it's true.
yeah, that
actually.
is true.
Because if you look at the state of religion now, like you've got people shouting on the streets like "Believe in Jesus." Imagine Jedi's doing that.
That is a,
With a
that is
lightsaber, like, believe in
it's
the
a
Force.
good comment about the prequel trilogy. Why is that religious cult so intertwined with the government?
Well, it's like the church now; they don't have to pay tax.
Neither do the Jedi.
But to be fair,
Who's paying for those
I'm going
lightsabers?
to put more taxation in Star Wars. Do you want to go back to the prequels?
personally, I want to hear more about trade negotiation routes.
I think you can kiss your trade franchise goodbye.
You know,
You want that?
they want to get access to materials.
In a world where you can,
Come on, kids, buy the toys.
in a universe where you can teleport from planet to planet, of course there's trade routes.
Well, I mean, if we're going to be real, there would be.
Yeah.
But no one cares, do they? Like,
Technically, there's no. Hyperspace, surely, I'm sure someone will tell me that I've got this wrong. But if you're teleporting from planet to planet, why is anyone ever just in space?
okay, so I can tell you. If you listen to the new books, Light of the Jedi, and I think I bought you both Light of the Jedi, didn't I?
No, I don't.
I read the first
I think I did. Maybe I
know.
didn't. Maybe I didn't. I got it for you. I got you another book probably. Anyway, in that they kind of explain that they make specific routes out of hyperfuel or hyperspace.
And this
So
is
you
what this
can't-
sequel's going to be about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Consumption.
Yeah, and there's only a finite amount on a planet, and it's inhabited by lovely, friendly aliens, and then the humans come and they're like, "We
Oh, I
want
wonder what
that
this is
fuel.
a reference to.
Yeah,
We want
do
that
Avatar.
fuel."
Yeah, it's just-
No, guys, they're not blue; they're light green.
They're teal.
They're teal.
they're
They're
not
like this
tall.
colour.
Yeah.
They're medium height.
Yeah,
And they've got like this symbiotic nature with animals.
Yeah, but but
And
they're
they
like
sort of-
They plug in with their beards.
yes. They ride with their beards.
Yeah.
And they control them like this.
Yeah, that's good.
And they're horses.
Yeah.
There's been a lot.
And they also fuck with their
Yeah.
beards.
Yeah, that's hot. That'll sell.
Why do we
toys.
think that? Like, because what has James Cameron announced? Like 5 Avatar sequels.
That man
Yeah.
talks
What?
too much.
I enjoyed the second one, but I'm like, where the fuck is this going? Like in terms of
I liked it a lot.
He's going to run out of elements, isn't he?
because he's done water.
Yeah.
He's doing fire. Isn't
Yeah.
he?
Fire, air, dirt,
Spirit.
Can't wait for dirt.
Fire.
Metal.
Oh, it's the dirt people. The mole people.
Because they had like slightly bigger arms, didn't they, to go through the water?
I thought it was quite clever.
The mole people have
bigger eyes and
diggers for
massive teeth.
hands.
Yeah, they got claws.
No, they're shovels.
They're
shovel
really
hands.
useless. That's what we should. That's what it should be about. They're like, we've got to get the help from the mole people, and they're like, oh, we're actually better off without these.
The only reason they live is that they can live off dirt.
Yeah.
So
Maybe they use them
just
for cannon
constantly
fodder.
dig. Oh, nice.
So
like,
it's about the idea of like,
Do the Americans ever give up?
no, like in
it's
real
not
life.
necessarily.
Yeah.
It's Earth. It's not just America.
Sorry, but there was mainly Americans. There was one Australian.
There's a big moment where the guy's talking in front of a window, and behind it, the window, if you look, I'll put a screenshot in, the blinds are
Yeah.
made to look like the American flag.
So what that means is America owns the Earth by that time.
No, I don't think it. I think it's just. I think it's.
They gave
it's
up on
political.
the unobtainium in the second one.
It was unobtainable.
Could our one be about like?
It's
like
in,
Boris
'Cause
Johnson.
they were like, right, we don't need this. Best mineral in the
Yeah,
world?
unobtainium.
We don't need it.
Unobtainium.
It's the best fuel source, they said.
Yeah.
And then they were like, in the second one, they're like, we need the whale brain juice. So
What are the
what's
odds?
What a jump!
What are the,
Yeah,
what a jump! What are the odds that on the same planet?
Because on they go like, this whale brain juice, it makes you immortal.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
it.
nothing else about that.
What are the odds that on the same planet they've got the best fuel ever found in the galaxy,
And then magic whale brain.
also magic whale brain that
Who
makes you
found that
immortal?
out? Who? It's like who found out milk is a thing? Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, who
who was
milked the
milking a
first
cow?
cow?
This one's like who's slurping on a whale?
Who
brain?
slurped the first brain?
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I can live forever.
It was probably like They were probably messing about in the lab.
Yeah.
With a bit of brain. He was
What
like,
do you mean in
should I? No. Oh my God, I live forever.
He's like, he slips with it. Like, do you think I'll be okay? And he gets shot. He's like, I'm fine.
I mean, it's not that. They just don't age. I don't think it actually makes them...
Yes, but then that begs the question. Then this element, they must have known about this for so long, right? Because how long, if I ate something right now that turned me immortal and I didn't age, how long do you think it would take before you guys noticed? Like at least 10 years. Probably.
Wow, he's looking good.
Yeah, but you'd be like, oh, Christian's just aging well.
Yeah.
So it would take a long time.
Well, especially because you've aged so poorly up until now.
Exactly, and I think
you
I've frozen. I've frozen. I've frozen out.
He's drinking that whale brain juice, and I don't know what it's doing to his skin, but it's amazing.
What if you drink the whale brain juice and it doesn't make you immortal, but actually you age faster? But that takes a while to kick in.
Then, why would it take a while to kick in then? Oh, you mean like in 10 years then I age 20?
Yeah. But you wouldn't realise.
But that's not what I'm trying. What
is this also like Last Crusade, where they drink the cup of Christ, but they're supposed to keep drinking it?
Yeah.
Do you have to keep snacking on those whale brains?
I don't think so. I don't think you do. It's like you.
I think you do, because that's why they keep getting. They really need to keep getting it.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you know.
Right, so it is a thing where it's like it's like having like a smoothie a day.
Do you know how this ends?
Go on.
Right.
They have got the help of the mold people.
Of course they have.
The water people, the fire people.
Yep.
Yeah.
The tree people. Like what are the original Avatar?
It doesn't matter.
Sky people.
Sky people.
I don't know.
They live in trees.
Leaf people.
Forest people.
Well, they're nature, aren't they? Well, no, because that's a lot of.
If they're tree, then they get the air people. If they're air, then they get the tree people. But they must be the tree people. They must be. They live in the tree.
I think they're the air people.
I don't know.
Also, don't they trade with the water people in the first one?
Can we not go back to trade negotiations?
No, sorry.
And they're looking for the mysterious last tribe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They go into this old temple, and we see Rey and her Jedi.
Oh, and it's
and James Cameron is furious,
and he can't do anything about it
because Disney own him. We own you. Oh, what are you gonna do? You gonna go down see the Titanic again?
You're fucking lucky we don't put Mickey Mouse in, son.
And then what do? We put Mickey Mouse in, son.
Of course, Mickey.
I'm hopeless.
It's Kingdom Hearts. It's a tie-in to the game Kingdom Hearts. Go play Kingdom Hearts.
And on that note,
you're sponsored by.
Go play Kingdom Hearts.
And that's a wrap. Subscribe to the Bad Clowns Film Pitch podcast and follow Bad Clowns Comedy on all social medias for updates on live shows and new comedy sketches. See you next time.